course, Nightwish is a big band with lots of success, and like money is involved, lot more than we had in Allison, since it was more on a hobby basis. And as long as there is money involved in business, there is always bigger things and bigger issues. But at the same time, I really feel that these guys are friends, and I feel that they are my friends already too. So that was one of the main things when I met the guys the first time that made me feel that, okay, I really want to be in this band. Because before that...
Because I can imagine, because they fired Taya. Was it for you? Were you a bit afraid to be in the band? Because maybe you thought, what was the image you had from the band after what happened?
I really didn't have, since I said to you that I've been in bands, and especially in Allison, we have done our stupid things, kicking out people. Sometimes you cannot just solve things. Okay. There are things like chemistry amongst people that work together. You know, in any working place, sometimes you need to kick someone out. And that is very hard on everyone. And so I don't think I felt like anything when I read the letter, more than like I felt very sorry for both parts. I still do. I think it's like a horrible ending, you know, to have to do like this. But sometimes it's the only way. I have never been afraid. I'm still not afraid. If they write me a letter, okay, fine by me. I have been in the album, and you know, I've done these things.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
What was the first time you actually had the feeling, well, now I'm really into the band? Because I can imagine when you come in first and you're still hesitant and maybe a bit shy. When did you find out that well, music-wise it clicked and you were part of the band?
I think like the very first time it really felt like I'm in the band was in the studio. You know, after like first day or something, when I could feel that Thomas were like, oh, it's working, and I could feel like, oh, they like it. So mutual.
What song was it? What song? Do you still recall what song, what line, or Eva maybe? I don't know.
I have such a bad memory. I think we started with some, maybe Bye Bye even. You know, some of the songs I had.
Bye Bye is about Tanya, so.
Yeah, but nothing about that. I mean, more like, you know, we just picked some songs because I had recorded some of them in the demo state, all of them actually. But you know, when you entered the studio, you were still a bit like feeling, oh, I need to do so good. I mean, they have chosen me, and I really need to show them that they made the right decision. So I think after the studio's first day and the days in the studio, I felt that I'm really into the band.
What did they tell you? Why did they choose you? Because I think they got over 2,000 applicants. So why did they choose you? What did they tell you?
I think it was a mix, as they had said, between like my personality and my voice, of course. I was one of the first applicants that sent in my stuff. And they have said that they, from the start, liked it so much that they kind of had that as a thing they compared everyone else with. And even if they met others, I had such a powerful voice that they felt that it was very special. And then, of course, the really important thing is the chemistry, that when we met, it felt very, very good and very at ease. And we are quite similar. You know, we come from kind of the same environment. We live in the countryside, all of us, and down to earth, and, you know, we like the music and live for the music. So I think it was a mix, you know. And of course that I wanted to tour. That is also important, of course.
Yeah, because they wanted it.
They wanted to tour, and they needed a singer that could tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you been involved in the lyric writing
no,
maybe?
No.
So it was everything was
everything
done?
was like set and done. So I just got in and sang.
Did your job.
Yeah.
But what is the thing? Are you maybe I don't know? You can be a bit afraid to tour because how will the fans react? Have you been thinking about these issues, or because I think it's a very important album for the band because they were really getting big.
Yeah.
And then
I just feel, you know, before we have rehearsed now 3 times, and before that I was a bit nervous, especially about the old songs, how the guys would like me singing them, you know, even if they had heard some songs, they haven't heard me singing like Wishmaster and stuff like that. So I think for me it was a bit nervousness. I I don't feel so much what the people out there is gonna think, because for me the most important thing is that the guys feel that they love my voice, that they are behind me, that they are supporting me, so they won't hang me if they only sell 10,000 copies, because I cannot do anything more than my best, and they have chosen me, so it's really more up to them, you know.
So what did they tell you about the songs then? The songs that you sang? Okay, yeah.
They really liked it.
So did they say, well, hey, well, now we hear a different side of the song because of you interpreting all the lyrics different wise? Do you have an example of a song that they said, well, hey, this is...
Yes, there were actually some of them, like Wishmaster, for example, sounds as Thomas, and the guy says totally different. And Sleeping Sun too.
Can you be a bit more precise? Can you explain?
No, I just think, you know, since I have this metal voice,
okay,
I rock, I scream with power voice, I sing very high pitched, and I am very interpretive, you know, when I sing. I go really into the things I sing, like if it's nasty, I sing very nasty. So I just think, you know, it was like the interpretation that they felt was different, because it's always different if you have two singers. You don't do the same thing. Yeah. I mean, you do different, so.
But sometimes you can tell, well, if one singer sings one song for 8 or 9 years, then you are completely used to that style. And if someone else sings a song, then maybe you hear the song in a different way. Maybe you discover certain aspects of the song that you...
I think so. I think that's what they did. And I mean, for them maybe it was just fun to hear someone else interpret the songs. Yeah. I mean, when I sent Ever Dream, it was the first song I sang, and it was totally different. It's another sound that I sing. And I just did it my way, and that was why they liked me from the start. So I just think that they really like that I do it my way and not trying to copy Tarja, because she did it so good. So, I mean, there's no use. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Next.